Hello, 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 hello. My name is Agatha and my email is uniazad@gmail.com, and this is your love reading for the year 2020. Okay, how is your love life is going to be in 2020? Okay, this is a pick a card reading. You pick 1, 2, or 3. Okay, 1, 2, or 3. 1 is the mystical tarot, 2 is the lover's path tarot, and 3 is the star tarot. So I've already done this reading in Portuguese, so this is why I've already laid down the cards. This is going to be a 5-card reading. Okay, so let's see how, and this doesn't matter if you're single or with someone. Let's see how your love life is going to be in 2020. Okay, so just 1 minute. I forgot something. What did I forget? Oh yes. So if you picked option 1, if you picked option 1, how is your love life going to be? You're gonna I'm using the mystical tarot. So the first card you have is the Death card, relax. The second card is the Ten of Cups. The third card is the Hangman. Okay. The fourth card is the Knight of Pentacles. And the fourth card is the Four of Cups. So there's going to be a very big transformation in your love life in 2020. Sorry. For some of you, could be some sort of ending. For others, could be a renovation, a new beginning. Now, a new beginning could be a completely new person, or a new beginning within the relationship where you are. So, with the Death card as the central theme, this is a transformation, a brand new thing, a brand new life in terms of your romantic life, okay? Or it could be an ending, because it's the Death card. Death card always brings transformation. No one is dying, okay? Relax, okay? There's a big change in your love life, in your romantic life in 2020. Now, the root of that change it's connected with the Ten of Cups. This card could be, I've noticed with this card, this could be, usually the meaning of this card, it means a great happiness, like the greatest happiness. Yes, it could be, but it's also a 10, okay? So a 10 also means a completion of something, a completion of a cycle. And I've noticed with this card in personal readings that sometimes something really good ends, okay? I have to tell you everything that I see, and I'm not telling you this will surely happen, okay? So for some of you, it could be that something connected with your love life might end. A great happiness that you had with the person with whom you were with might end. Maybe you thought, oh, this is a great relationship, and turns out maybe for the other person it wasn't. Or it was a great relationship, but this great relationship ends, okay? For those, or of course it could be that, you know, you've been with someone for a while and your happiness increases. Why does your happiness increase? Well, maybe you are now a family because in 2020, because maybe there will be kids, you know, maybe you'll have a child. Therefore, there's a big transformation in your love life because there's a child will be born. It could be that, or you adopt a kid, you know, could also be that. For others, if you're single, someone might enter the picture, okay? And this, it might be something great. It might be a great happiness that you never felt before, okay? When you connect with this person. Now, the other card is the past connected with the present and the future. You have the Hangman. The Hangman speaks of a time of suspension where nothing happens. So in the past, maybe 2019, things were always the same and nothing was happening, nothing new was happening. And in terms of your love life, you kind of felt that, that's everything was boring and your love life wasn't improving. For some of you, it's that, okay? Your love life, it wasn't improving, or it's always the same thing and there's no transformation. But in 2020 there is a transformation, okay? For others it could be like a sacrifice of something. In order for you to have this great relationship in 2020, in 2019 you're gonna have to sacrifice something. I don't know what it is, but there's some sort of sacrifice. It could be you who sacrifices something, could be the other person who sacrifices something. Maybe you are with this person, okay, in a long-term committed relationship, and you want to have kids, but the other person doesn't want to. And maybe you have to sacrifice that wish for you to have kids in 2019. So in 2020 your relationship gets better, and then it turns out that by sacrificing that what you wanted, you end up having what you wanted. I know it's weird, sometimes it's like that. Or maybe you've sacrificed a lot in 2019 and then in 2020 you don't have to sacrifice anymore. Or maybe you had to change your point of view connected with your love life in order to have a new love enter your life in 2020. So maybe the sacrifices of your point of view. Now the thing with this card that I'm seeing is the volcano. You know, far away there's a volcano and it's erupting. I'm thinking that you're sick of sacrificing something. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe the relationship is great, fine, yes, but there's something that you want and you're sick of it. You're sick of sacrificing that something that you want. And it's kind of taking a toll even on your body. Maybe you have symptoms, maybe you're ill. Why? And you're not really very conscious about the thing that makes you ill in 2019. Is that you're like repressing what you really want, and you're sacrificing what you really want, that could be a family, in order to be with this person, okay? So that can even make you sick, you know. And maybe in 2020 you snap out of this and you decide, you know what, I'm going to tell my truth. And by doing that, you might end up having that thing that you kept sacrificing. So this could also be illness. So maybe your relationship will change in 2020. Why? Because maybe you're ill, or maybe your spouse or your partner is ill. Therefore, you need to make changes in your romantic life. Now, that which you want, or that which is in your mind, you have the Knight of Pentacles. If this is a new relationship, you want to move slowly. You want to move slowly, carefully. You want to analyze everything, because you truly want a family, and you truly want this to be a happy domestic life. So you're gonna go to this change, and this could be a Scorpio. No, either you could be a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or the other person might have something in Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But you want to move slowly, carefully. You want the other person to be, actually you want to be loyal also, but you want the other person to be loyal as well, and you want a commitment from the very beginning, but you want to do things slowly. Or the other person feels like this. If there's some sort of illness, there's some sort of changes in your normal life, and you are doing things differently, you know. Doing things might even affect your work life, you know. So maybe, you know, in your work you have to do things differently in order to be with your spouse or with your partner. The end result, the result is the Four of Cups, which is an offering. Okay, there's an offering. So it could be that if you are single, someone comes along and offers their love to you, and you're taking things slowly. Or maybe if you are with someone and you're really thinking and considering if you still want to be with this person because you want something and you're tired of sacrificing that what you want, you're really thinking of, maybe I should leave this relationship and seek another one, and then your partner sees that and just gives you that which you wanted. It could be kids. You wanted kids, and your partner is really afraid of losing you, and just, okay, you want to have kids, let's have kids. But there's some sort of offering here. This could also be, this kind of feels like a very depressed sort of person. And maybe the changes in your relationship, if you are already with someone, is because the person with whom you are with is a bit depressed. Therefore, this affects your relationship. And why is he or she depressed? Well, maybe he or she needs a new job and is trying to find a new job that's not working out, and this is why they're sad. Or it could be some sort of even physical illness that's affecting their mood. They could be depressed. If it's not them, it's you. Either way, either you make an offer, give him or give her something that will cheer her up, or this partner gives you something that will cheer you up. But there's big transformations and there's an offering of some kind, okay? This is for those who picked the first option, option 1. Now we're gonna go to option 2. Option 2, how is your love life going to be in 2020? I'm gonna use the Lover's Path Tarot, and this is going to be a 5-card reading. So you have fertility, which is the Empress card, and then you have the Prince of Staves, which is the Knight of Wands, the Love card, which is the Lover's card, the Sacrifice card, which is the Hangman that showed up also in the first reading, and finally you have the Four of Coins. Okay, so there are 3 major arcana cards. So I would say that for you, 2020, even for the ones who picked the first option, 2020 in terms of your love life is going to be very big. There's some sort of big transformation in your love life. Okay, doesn't matter if you are with someone or if you're not. Now the theme is represented by fertility, which is the Empress card, and here you can see Cleopatra and Caesar. Do you know how you said Caesar and in Latin in the old ways? There's a reformed Latin. Caesar, his name was not said during his time Caesar, it was said Kaiser. That's how his name was said. He was called Kaiser. Kaiser. See, it's not Caesar, it's Kaiser. Which from this way, from the Kaiser way, Czar, the Tsar, you know, there's a connection with the way it's said with the Tsars in Russia, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, this is just a side note. So your 2020 in terms of your love life is going to be very fertile. It's going to be very, very prosperous and full of victory. And also for some of you might be pregnant, or your spouse might be pregnant, or your partner might be pregnant. So, and this always speaks to me of a power couple. People like a couple who has tremendous power. So you might be with someone who will increase your power in 2020. Okay, you might be Kaiser or you might be Cleopatra. It's like both of you being together increases your power, and then you decide to have a kid together, or this child just appears. But this also speaks of, you know, prosperity. If it's not in terms of a child, it could be more money. You know, it could be more money. You might, if you're single, you might start a relationship with someone who has tremendous power and who has a lot of money, or you're the one who has a lot of money, and the person with whom you start a relationship is kind of like your equal. But it's happy time, and there could be animals involved. You know, you might be really happy. I don't know, living in a big farm with lots of animals. I have no idea. If you are with someone, your connection is increasing. It's just being like it's getting bigger. You know. Now, the root of it, you have the Prince of Staves. Now, this could be actually your kid if you get pregnant. Your kid. So why does your relationship gets more solid? Why? Because of a child, and this child might be a boy. Might be a boy or a girl who might be born during the time when the sun is in fire. So when is the sun in fire? The sun is in Aries in March, April, and the sun then is in Leo in July, August, and then the sun is in Sagittarius in November, December. So either you find out that you're pregnant during these times, or your kid is born during these times. Okay? If this is a new love relationship, the person with whom you are with might have the qualities of the Prince of Staves or the Knight of Wands. So he or she might be from a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is an adventurous person. This is a magnetic person. This is someone who's impulsive, very passionate. You know, you might meet him or her during a travel or during a trip, or maybe he or she, while traveling to where you live, might meet you. So this could be like passion at first sight, you know, and something. If you are single, you meet him or her, and you just fell in love and fell in lust. Let's say immediately with this person. Now, the past connected with the present and the future. You have the Love card, which is the Lovers card, which is a major arcana card. And here it's represented Isis and Osiris. This is from, again, Egypt. And these are soulmates. So you might start with this person and you might think that this is just for fun, you know, this love relationship. If you are indeed looking, if you're single and you happen to have a relationship with someone, you might think that this is something that will not last for long, but it ends up being a true love connection. And even this could even be your soulmate, you know. And maybe you've been looking for your soulmate for a while, you know. For others, it could be that, you know, you had a lovely relationship in the past, and for some reason it ended, and now you know, in 2020, you resolve yourself to go, you know, start dating all over again, and you think, oh, this is just for fun for a little while, and you end up being pregnant, and you end up being with another person, end up having a long-term connection. This could also be that maybe you've met this person already, probably in 2019, and then in 2020 you start this love relationship with him or her, okay? Or you've been with this person, like I said, you started this relationship in 2019, and then in 2020 you have a kid with this person. Now, that which is in your mind, on that which you want, is represented by the Sacrifice card, which is the Hanged Man. Here it's represented Orpheus and Eurydice, and this comes from a Greek myth. I would advise you not to ask too much of the other person, not to sacrifice too much. You kind of want the other person to sacrifice a lot in order to be with you, or maybe the other person wants you to sacrifice a lot in order to be with you. Don't ask more, because if you're too demanding, or if the other person is too demanding, that might end your relationship. Don't ask for too much, okay? Maybe either it's you that you have a mindset of trying to make the other person prove their love to you, and by doing that the love ends, or maybe it's the other person who has that mindset of, does he or she truly love me, and maybe they're asking too much from you, and that might cause the relationship to end. So don't go overboard by demanding too many sacrifices from the other person, or allowing the other person to demand too many sacrifices from you, okay? You have to be careful with that, okay? And then finally you have the Four of Coins, which is the end result. The Four of Coins or the Four of Pentacles. This is a Greek myth. Also, this is Danae with Zeus, if I'm not mistaken. So again, the power couple. That's what I keep seeing, a power couple. You'll have commitment and you have stability within this relationship. It doesn't matter if you are already with this person or if it's a new person. There's commitment and there's relationship, and this person really wants you to feel secure, okay, even financially secure. So there's commitment within this relationship, either if you already are with this person or if it's a new love relationship, okay, in 2020. So that's it. This is the reading that I have for you. for those who picked option number 2. Now we are going to go to option number 3, option number 3, and I'm using the Star Tarot. So how is your love life going to be in 2020? Doesn't matter if you're single or with someone. And you have the King of Pentacles, the Hanged One, which is the Hanged Man. The Hanged card, the Hanged Man, showed up in all 3 readings. The Seven of Pentacles, the Princess of Cups, and finally the Eight of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles speaks of a relationship that's, as the theme, speaks of a relationship, of a love relationship that's very solid, very secure in terms of, you know, financially speaking. And also, if you are with someone, this person has money, or this person is a leader, this person is very good with financial dealings, he or she might have their own business, or works in a company in a very high role in terms of leadership. He or she might have something in Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So they're very good with money. They're very practical, very pragmatical. No, down to earth. When they make a commitment, it's for real. Now, this could be you. This could be the person with whom you are with. Or if you're single, this is the person who enters your life and wants a relationship with you. This is in the positive way. In the negative way, this person might use their money to control you. I really would advise you not to allow him or her to do that, okay? So, the root, you have the Hanged One, you have the Hanged Man. So this is kind of telling me that maybe you have to sacrifice something in order to have a solid long-term relationship with this person. I don't know what you have to sacrifice. It could be you, or it could be the other person who has to sacrifice something in order for this relationship to work. Or if you're single, in order to call onto your love life someone new. Another way of reading this card is that you change your perception of what a true love relationship should look like. By changing your perception, if you are with someone, the relationship that you have with him or her gets better, or someone new enters your life who wants to have a solid, down-to-earth, realistic relationship with you by changing the way that you think love should look like. Another way of reading this card is that you start meditating. You go deep into your spirituality, and by going deep into your spirituality, the relationship that you have with someone gets better, or you call in your life shows up someone who wants to have a long-term committed relationship with you. He or she might have something in Pisces, or you might have something in Pisces, or a very strong Neptune in your chart. So the past connected with the present and the future. You have the Seven of Pentacles. It's like you were pondering, at least during 2019, you were really thinking about your love relationship, your romantic relationship. You're really thinking about, what do I truly want from a marriage? What do I truly want from a husband or a wife, a love relationship, a love partnership? You were thinking about that, I would say. Maybe you were alone, some of you were alone. And by thinking about that, now in 2020, you already know what you want, and you will call into your life someone who will be very, very good for you, I would say. Now, if you are already with someone, again, there's like this theme of, what do I really want? You know, you were thinking, what do I really want out of a love relationship? And there's some sort, in 2020, there's some sort of realization that you need to sacrifice something, or maybe that you've sacrificed way too much. You know, it could be one or the other. Another way of reading this is the Seven of Pentacles. Also, it's a card of fruition. So something that is born into your life, you know, the rewards that come into your life. So maybe this relationship already started in 2019 if you are with someone, and even it kind of helped you improve your finances even already in 2019. I don't know if this makes any type of sense to you. Maybe you started living together in 2019, and this is why your finances improved, and this is why you were able to first start to save. Why? Because you are dividing the expenses with your boyfriend or girlfriend, okay? And finally you have money, you have your own money, because you can save, it could be something like that. Now, that which you want, or that which is in your mind, you have the Princess of Cups. Now, this could be you want a kid. You already are with this person, and you started having a relationship with this person in 2019, and you are already living with this person, and maybe you want a kid. In 2020, you want a child, okay? And this child could actually be born when the sun is in water signs. So in Pisces, and this is when this kid either this kid is born, or you have the news of a pregnancy when the sun is in water signs, like February, March 2019, Pisces, or then it's in Cancer, which is June, July, and then finally it's in Scorpio, which is in October, November. Okay, during those months, either a child is born, or you get news that you're pregnant, and maybe you want to have a child, and that this is how you want to advance in this relationship, or the other person wants you to have a child, and that's pretty much in your mind. Or if you are single, a new love relationship enters your life during those months that I've mentioned. Okay, not necessarily, but it could be during those months. Why? Because you changed your perceptions in terms of what a love life, a partnership should look like, and there might be an offering to you in 2020 from a person who thinks that you are a very good catch. And why does this could even be someone with whom you work with? And why does this person could be a man or a woman, thinks that you're a very good catch? This person wants to marry you and wants you to be the mother of their kids. Why? Because they've looked at you, they met you in 2019, and they see that you're thinking about the future, you're saving up, you're a very dependable sort of person, and this is why they express their love to you and their interest towards you. Okay, they think you're a very good catch. So finally, the result card, the end result, you have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles speaks of routine, habit. So if there's a new relationship in your life, this is the type of relationship where things are always the same, where you can depend that things are always the same, okay? And some people really like that, routine is established, and when this person speaks, it's the truth, and when he or she says tomorrow, let's go out for, I don't know, dinner and a movie, this is the truth, and this will surely happen. So being always the same is not necessarily a bad thing. This routine, you can depend on this person, okay? You can depend on this person. The Eight of Pentacles also tells me that during the work, you're going to meet him or her in your work environment. Maybe if it's not, it could be your actual work environment, or you're learning something new. You're expanding your skills that you're going to use to make money, and this is how you're going to meet this person. Or if you already are with this person, I would say something connected with your work environment, yes, and things continue to be the same, but at least they're dependable. This person is dependable, and maybe that's what you like. Maybe this is what you want. And your relationship keeps on growing. It could also be that you decide to do something together. You take up a hobby together, okay? So there's many different ways of reading these cards together. So that's it. This is the, if you're single, you might meet him or her also in a hobby that you decide to take. Anyway, this is the reading that I have for you for 2020. And I really do hope you have a great year. Bye-bye.